Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to show you the best possible settings for live streaming in OBS on platforms like Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and more. Alright, I'm recording with OBS right now. So the first thing we'll do to edit our settings is head to the settings at the bottom right. We'll start in the General tab and go through each setting, so you can mimic my setup and tweak it later. The important things in the General tab are the theme, I recommend Yami, and source alignment snapping, which helps you line up elements on your stream perfectly. Now what source alignment snapping is, it allows you to basically kind of fine-tune the sensitivity of when you're lining up source elements on your stream. So basically, if you're trying to put your camera and then some graphics around the screen somewhere, maybe your alerts and things like that, it'll help you snap them to specific locations instead of it being completely free moved, so that you can kind of line things up to be almost perfect. So my settings for that are 10. 0 for the snap sensitivity. I have snap sources to edge of screen enabled and snap sources to other sources enabled as well. And as for the rest of the settings in the General tab, none of this will affect your stream quality by any means at all. Next, we move to the Streaming tab, where you'll set up your streaming platform. Choose Twitch, YouTube, or wherever you're streaming, and connect your account. Leave the server set to auto. It'll auto-select the best server for you to stream to. And then right here, if you're not connected, if you're setting this up for the first time, you're going to be able to click a button that says Connect Account. You'll log into your Twitch account or your YouTube account, wherever you're streaming to, and then it will tailor your entire OBS to that. You no longer need to copy and paste your stream key and all that stuff. Enable the Ignore Streaming Service Setting Recommendations box. This is crucial for maintaining high-quality streams, especially for fast-paced games. In the Output tab, switch to Advanced mode for more control. Your audio track should be set to 1. And for video encoder, use the one that matches your GPU. If you're using an AMD GPU, you might have an AMD option here. I suggest using that. It'll be like a MDH. Select that. If you're using an NVIDIA GPU, you're going to want to use NVIDIA NVENCH264. Avoid X264 encoding, as it uses your CPU and can impact your stream's performance. For bitrate, set it to 8000 for the best quality without overloading your stream. Your keyframe interval, set this to 2 seconds. Your preset, so this is going to vary based on your machine. If you have a little bit less specs, go down the list, try slower or slow. One of these 3 options here should be good for you. It depends really on your specs. So, try them all out. Try starting with slowest. Start streaming. See if you're getting some choppiness or losing frames in game, or your stream is your encoders being overloaded. If it is, shut your stream down, try slower, and go down the list until you find that sweet spot where it's working for you. For tuning, you want to have this set to high quality at all times. Multi-pass mode, here's another one where you can kind of mess with it. I have mine set to 2 passes, full resolution. You can tweak this depending on your machine as well. You can go down to 2 passes, quarter resolution. The difference between these 2 options is negligible. You really can't see it. Obviously, if you can afford it and your PC's resources are fine, use full resolution. But quarter resolution, it doesn't mean your stream is going to be, 1/4 the quality of before. It's really hard to tell the difference between these 2. So I suggest if you don't have a super high-end machine, use quarter resolution. Your profile, you want to set this to high. Look ahead. Uncheck this. Psycho visual tuning, you want to check this. GPU, set this to 0. Max B-frame, set this to 2. Heading on over to the Audio tab right here is where yours might look a little bit different than mine. I'm going to explain to you why my settings look like this. So for me, I have everything disabled here except for one mic auxiliary audio device, which is Broadcast Stream Mix, because I'm using a Go XLR Mini to handle all of my audio. If you do not have a Go XLR, you're going to select Default or your headphones or whatever it is here for your desktop audio, whatever you're hearing things out of. And for your microphone, you're going to want to select your headset microphone or your USB microphone, whatever you're using. The reason, like I said, that mine is only showing one is because my Go XLR is a piece of hardware that basically takes all of my audio devices. mixes it down into what's called this broadcast stream mix, and that's the only sound going out to my stream because I do all the mixing on the hardware itself. Heading on down here, you can set up an advanced monitoring device if you want to hear your stream back. I don't suggest doing that right off the bat, but anything else down here is really not necessary when it comes to the quality of your stream. I could just say at the top, your sample rate. You do want to have this set to 48 kHz and your channel set to stereo. Make sure this is not set to mono. If it's set to mono, people will be hearing sound out of like one earphone. It's just an overall bad experience. In the video tab, set your base canvas resolution to match your monitor and output scaled resolution to what you want your viewers to see if you don't have a high-end PC. You can downscale it to 1280 x 720. If you're downscaling, use the Lanczos filter for the best quality. For common FPS values, if you stream game you can go with 60 FPS. If you do a talk show or simple thing you can go with 30 FPS. Hotkeys tab allows you to bind various OBS functions to your keyboard for ease of use. Finally, in the Advanced tab, keep the process priority normal to avoid allocating too many resources to OBS. Adjust color settings as per your preference. You want to set your color format to NV12, color space to 709, and color range to limited, because I feel like limited will make your stream color a bit more bright. Scroll down, you can enable your stream a bit delay here, and make sure to enable the automatically reconnect option for uninterrupted streaming. There you have it, the best settings for streaming on OBS. Remember, these settings depend on your hardware, so tweak them as needed. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.